Hi guys, welcome back to the Next Minute channel. Today I'll be looking at the math syllabus. A lot of students seems not to work with the syllabus. You can go on Google, type in Cxc Maths Syllabus and you get it. All right. So let's look through some of them. First one is computation, and it says that you must demonstrate understanding of place value, demonstrate computation skill, be aware of the importance of accuracy in computation and all that, right? Appreciate the need for numeracy in everyday life. So these are some of the topics that you should go through, right? Um, Fraction, percentage, decimal, significant figures, all of those. All right, take notation as well. Basically, CXC them up in sections, right? So computation continue. It says calculate fraction or percentage of any given quantity. Compare quantities using ratio. You know, that's very important as well. And also look at arithmetic book. Section 2 have to do with number theory. We must understand and appreciate the decimal numeration system, appreciate the development of different numeration system, demonstrate the ability to use rational approximation of real numbers. So you have to know numbers, types of numbers as well, all right? So you must be able to between the set of numbers. You must know natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, all of those things that recurring decimal, for example, rational numbers, and all of those irrational as well. Composite, odd things you're doing at primary school. Influence, yeah, and subset and all of these numbers. We must be able to use HDF, which is the highest common factor, LCM as well. Remember, guys, it can be tested on anything of these. State the value of a digit in a number base n and support less than or equal to 10. Solve involving concept and number theory. All of those is on the syllabus. As I said, guys, you can go on Google and get them. Next, we have consumer arithmetic. We know that can be one of the longest topics. There are so many topics under consumer arithmetic. Profit or loss, discount, markup, purchase tax. I think bill come on it as well. So quite a lot. Mortgages, simple interest, principal rate, amount, a lot of topics come under consumer arithmetic. Sometimes these are ignored. See there, rates, taxes, utilities, invoice and shopping bills, salary and wages, insurance and investment. Also, compound interest is one of those topics that is also under consumer arithmetic. Next up, we have set. I think they took out set, so we're not going to look at it. It's only available now in the multiple choice. So we don't need to focus on set. Okay. Next up, we have measuring. As the word suggests, you must be able to calculate the perimeter of polygon, circle, a combination of and circle, no arc of circle. The syllabus is long, guys. The area of a sector of a circle. Okay, the area of a segment of a circle, the area of regular shape, plane figures, calculate the surface area of solids. I have like prism, cylinder, cone, sphere, cube, and cuboid. That one is a bit tedious as well. Measurement. We must be able to calculate volume of solids, length and area, capacity and speed. Use approximate SI units of measurement of area of mass and all of these things. And you must be able to solve problem with distance and speed. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot. So let's take a quick run through. Next up, we have statistics. So these are the main topics, right? So you know you have a part one and appreciate the advantage and disadvantage of various types of, right? You must be able to differentiate between the type of data, discrete and continuous variables, and group data. All right. Class interval, class boundary, class limit, class midpoint, class fit. You must know these. Construct statistical diagrams such as pie chart, bar chart, line graph, histograms, and frequency polygons. Some of them we do in primary school. You must be able to interpret them as well. Pie chart, bar graph, line graph, histogram, and frequency polygon. You must know about the mean, the median, mode, and measure of central tendency. The range, the interquartile range, and the semi-quartile range. These come basically every year. So pay attention to those. Those are on my channel as well. All right. Construct accumulative frequency. They love to ask you to draw that, right? Draw it or give one all of that. All right. If you determine the proportion of percentage and the top above or below, give the value of raw data. You must be able to make inferences and so on from the data as well. Next up, we have algebra, which come at number 7. And we know algebra already, that can be one of the most tedious, right? Substitute, binary operation, distributive law, all of those come under algebra. Algebra, I would think, is one of the largest in terms of the number of topics. Simplify algebraic fraction, use the law of indices to manipulate the expression with multiple indices. Solve linear equation in one unknown. Solve the simultaneous equation in two unknowns. Solve simple inequality. Change the subject of the formula. Factorize. Solve quadratic equations. Solve worded problems. Solve pair of equation with two variables when one equation is quadratic or non-linear. Those are on my channel. Everything on my channel basically. Solve involving direct and inverse. Next up, number 8, we have relations, functions, and graph. That is basically self-explanatory. You must be able to do graphs, quadratic, straight line graph, y equal mx plus c, find the gradient, determine the gradient of a straight line, and all that. Y-intercept. As I said, guys, you can go on the Google and get this. I'll say to anyone, I think the file is a bit heavy. All right. Determine the coordinate of a line segment. Midpoint, solve graphical system of two linear equations, and all of those, right? And you must be able to draw a graph, use your own scale, all of them, some of those are part of the syllabus. So guys, don't waste any time. Look for functions, evaluate the inverse of a function, composite of a function, composite of an inverse function, all of that, and the relationship between these two. What happened? This is actually equal to this, all right? Teacher will demonstrate that in class. We must be able to find the elements of the domain that have a given image, all of that, the equation of the axis of symmetry, all right? Currently doing that in my class at grade level. All right, so students should be able to draw and interpret graphs of quadratic function and determine the interval of the elements of range that be greater than or guys, I will you must be able to write it in this form. As I say, I'm doing this in my class. You should be able to sketch the quadratic graph as well. So it's rather easy. You must know distance times speed and magnitude. And next up, we have geometry and trigonometry, which is 9 and 10. And we know that a lot of students tend not to like these. It's to explain the concept related to geometry, point, line, parallel line, intersecting lines, and perpendicular line. Line segment, ray, curve, plane, angle, such as acute, obtuse, reflex, right angle, faces, edges, and vertex. You must be able to do all of that, all right? Also, it says draw and measure the angles of line segment accurately using appropriate geometrical instrument. Construct line, angles, and polygons using appropriate geometrical instrument. The boys would love these parallel and perpendicular line. You must be able to construct 30 degrees, 45, 60, 90, 120. All right. Identify types of symmetry, like line symmetry, rotational symmetry, order of rotational symmetry. Solve geometric problem using properties. It's a lot. It's a lot. So you guys can read for yourself. Number square, rectangle, rhombus, kite, trapezium. All right. So you must be able to construct congruent triangles, similar triangles, face edges, classes of solids such as prism, pyramid, cylinder, cone, sphere, etc. And represent the translation plane using a vector, column vector notation, x to y. It's a lot, it's a lot, it's a lot. Next up, we have after geometry and trigonometry, we continue, right? We know Pythagoras theorem, trig ratio, sin, cos, and tan, as you guys like to follow. Number of bearings, here again, solve geometric problem using properties of circle. So the circle is a very complex one. The angle with an arc of circle something at the center of the circle is twice that. That's basically circle theorem, right? I threw them the guys, but through all of those. These are, well, everything is compulsion. This will be optional. And I think this is section 10, where of the vectors and the matrices. So you must know if explain concept associated with vector. Concept of vector, magnitude, direction, line segment, scalar. You must be able to combine vectors, triangular law, parallelogram law, and know the type of vectors. Displacement, position, and vector coordinate, all of that, right? And integrate that with the geometry as well. You must be able to perform addition, subtraction, and multiplication of matrices. Everything is a triangle, all right? Non-commutative of matrix multiplication. Evaluate and determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix, solving that singular matrix, all of those guys, all of those. All right, so this is basically, it's a using matrices solving linear simultaneous equation. Matrices of order greater than 3 by 3 will not be set. So only 2 by 2 is a part of this syllabus. And that is basically it. So guys, go on Google and get it. Too many persons are working blind. Cannot work it, guys. You should know the topics that you're supposed to know, all right? And it's more, and you can read up more in detail. The next minute tomorrow, no doubt. I'll see you guys in another video.